Here's the tricky situation. Finally, I have the rate confirmation with the reduced detention. The guy didn't want to pay what I asked, but it's still okay. I'm still making money, so I was paid for the trip here. Now I'm being paid for the trip back. It's actually easier because I didn't have to unload, but I did have to rechain and chain out. Here's the trick. This is Roosevelt. That road on the bridge is Roosevelt. And the only way to get out of here is where those guys are going, under the bridge. And then you go like that, but closer to the, you go closer to the wall, right? And I cannot go on 95, so they'll have 2 lanes on 95, but so basically I'll be coming out. Now let's see where those guys are coming out. You see those CBS Sports? Wow, those are like a TV crew or something. Because ideally, you know, if I had a smaller vehicle, I could back in here somehow, like go back, because I need this. I need this road. Oh, you see that guy? So I'm gonna come out like that. And I asked the Indian driver over there, he says, yeah, you go like that towards McDonald's, because I have to hang a left and turn around, right? And he says there'll be a turnaround there, you'll see me at the McDonald's, and I go under the bridge where that ambulance is coming out from, and then let's see, nice looking ambulance. Yeah, and then I have to go this way. Okay, now I think I got it. So the only problem is, so that's how I came in. I came in like this, and I got really lucky that they have such a huge yard in here. Very unusual. So I put my flags back on. I took them off while I was at the hotel. I was afraid somebody would steal them. I cleaned up the mess over there, so I'm gonna disable the last axle. Okay, so because over there I walked there, you know, always when you have oversized load, a good idea to check your, you know, escape route, so to speak. And the only oversized spot is this, pretty much. Well, it does stick out like 1 inch over here, but now I know my actual weight, and so now permits are almost 50% cheaper, believe it or not. Oh, it's all a mess in here. So yeah, the New Jersey one was 200 bucks, Pennsylvania was 200 bucks, and then New York was also expensive. But now I just send all the permits. Well, basically, yeah, I agreed with the customer. You know, he didn't want to pay. I was asking for $950 US per day plus permits, and you're like, oh, I never heard of $950. I thought we discussed this last week, right? Well, the highest amount I've seen is 600. And I said, okay, fine with me. I said, I'll take off 500 bucks. So I took off $500 from detention, so he's only paying me $450 for the entire time I wasted here. But I told him in the very beginning that I'm not gonna charge him for the weekend, right? Because I'm a nice guy. Because I told him the reason for this trip to New Jersey was so I can pick up my accordion, right? And so I did that on Sunday. I met up with Alex, my friend from originally from Texas. Now I think he lives somewhere New Jersey, New York area here. And he came in a car. He's buying a new truck. He's a trucker, so but he has a much bigger company than me because he has guys working for him. He drives himself, and he came with some kind of somebody drove him. Somebody picked him up at the airport, and I was really, you know, scared for the accordion because he said I was pretty sure he would have to check it in as baggage, but it's not that heavy, and so. It was a very, if you saw my previous video, check that out, about it's called The Music Never Stops. And so he said it has a very nice case. And so what he did was he took it with him as a carry-on, you know. So I really appreciate his help. He didn't even take any money. I wanted to give him some, like a bottle of vodka. He says, I don't drink. And by the way, boys and girls, in Russia we have a, you know, saying, of course it's a joke, but it's like semi-serious: never trust people that don't drink. But this guy he's a nice guy, so of course I'm just joking. But that's what we used to say in Russia: don't trust people that don't drink, because they will turn you in, you know. Like, people are drinking, and then there's one guy that doesn't drink, and of course everybody, you know, they have loose tongues, so they're gonna say something about the boss, you know. Let's say workers get together after work, they go to a bar, and one guy tags along because, oh, he's just, you know, he's a friend, he's also works with him, but he doesn't drink. Like, he quit drinking, let's say, because he was an alcoholic, right? And then when people get drunk, they start saying some bad stuff, maybe about their bosses. Oh, that guy's an idiot, you know. Oh yeah, sure. And this guy's sitting there, okay, and he just takes notes in his little Communist Party issued notepad, you know, with a secret pen with the ink that disappears, becomes invisible after half an hour, and then you can put it in a microwave, it gets visible again. And that's what they say, you know, you cannot trust this guy. Everybody's drinking, he's not drinking. So why is he not drinking? Because he's taking notes. Anyway, so let me just show you, so the route. So you see that guy? But yeah, I want to be there. I need to go this way. So that's west. That's west. So I'm sitting here, you see? And this crazy loop, that's the loop over there. I have to take that loop, then go 10 around, and I have to follow this Roosevelt Avenue west for, I don't know, 3 miles, 5 kilometers, till I hit US 9, which is also US 1. And then I take that one south, probably 10 miles, and I end up on 287, okay? And then that's how they routed me, because I wanted to go on 95, but you know, my permit broker says, are you crazy? You cannot go on 95 with an oversized load. And then I mean 280, yeah, so 287, so 109 down to 287, and then 287 northwest till I reach 80. And then we're just going 80 towards this. Maybe, I hope nobody blocks me here, because I need wide access over there to get out. What was that town? There's a TA somewhere here. Starbucks. Scenic Lookout. Where was that TA where I stopped? Oh, I think it's over here. Hold on. TA? Oh, I think it's this one. I don't plan stopping there, because that's a crazy truck stop. It's very difficult to get out. Wait a second. Is that the one? Yeah, Columbia, okay. So directions. Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. No, like this. And even that one is not right. I have to go south. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna fix that once I get moving.
Head northwest.
So now we're gonna kill this. Otherwise it's gonna be a really annoying recalculating everything. Okay, now we have to get, yeah, see, I have to get this way. And so of course now the GPS will start going crazy. So I'll just show you how I'm getting on the freeway. Okay, so we're gonna do Highway 1, Highway 9, and I couldn't get rid of these pails, man, so now I have pails in my sleeper here. And so I disabled, I have to remember, guys, you remind me, okay? you keep an eye out. I gotta remember to erase the last axle, because now the last axle is dead. Okay, and so what I want to do is also because I don't know how low that thing is in there. Yeah, we're just gonna increase it like this. Go 4. Okay, the ugly dozer, time to get back home. They don't want you here. You're going back to Canada. Why is this? The pusher was... Oh, I flipped the pusher by mistake. Of the sweater, otherwise it's already plus 11, so which is what, 52F. All right, I'm a bit nervous about all this, you know, area. I don't like it, but what do you do? We have to get out of here. Okay, who's emailing me here? Oh, and so yeah, I ordered the permits. I was waiting in the morning for the rate confirmation, and I emailed the guy at 8 o'clock, the broker, because I said I cannot work with the customer. He's not a licensed broker. He's not even a carrier. He used to have a carrier license and he lost that one, or he canceled it or something, I don't know, because he had a accident with his truck. His truck was a write-off, so now he's just basically buys and sells, right? And so I said, Mr. Broker, the guy who was my broker on the way here, I said, we have to do it through you. And so I talked to them both. They agreed. So finally we hammered out the rate late yesterday, right? And then I'm sitting in the morning. I said, you know, I cannot order permits unless I have the rate confirmation. And I'm thinking all crazy thoughts. I don't know what's going on. So I emailed the broker. I said, okay, what's the delay? And he says, I'm waiting for the customer to send me the delivery address. So like 3 inches from my tire to the curb, but I made it, all because I dropped that axle. So now here's another one, and I walked here. And so anyway, the guy said, we're waiting for the delivery address in Canada. He says, I cannot give you a rate confirmation unless we have a delivery address. I said, that's understandable. So then I emailed the customer. I said, what's going on? Where's the delivery address? just want to get closer to the shoulder. Because I need all the room I can get. He's going in there. I just wanted to be a nice guy and let him in. Okay. So now this is gonna be interesting. How do I go underneath? He says no turns, no turns. But this guy says, well, you can go to McDonald's and flip around. So we gotta be very careful in here. Oh, I got it. You see this? U-turn. All right. Perfect. So now I'm gonna waiting for these guys to go. So you gotta turn in there. So they have a special U-turn. So you cannot turn from here. And over there I see signs that say no turns. And of course, as soon as I'm here, there's like 5,000 vehicles. Man, it's okay. I'm not in a rush. This guy's going like this. Put down your phone. Oh wait, I think it was a bottle of beer. And I cannot make a turn like this anyway. I gotta have I need to have the left lane have to be clear. Okay, those guys going that way. Yeah, I cannot stand here, like it's too much traffic. Man, where are you coming from? Come on. Okay, after this one. I remember this. I was here before. Oh wait, we're not going. Oh yeah, right, we're going under the bridge. Okay. I'll wait till I make the turn, then I'm gonna. So this is crazy, right? So that's my hotel. It takes like half an hour to get out of there. And so that's how I came in. When I came in, I just went like this and parked in the parking lot. This is what? I think this is I-95. I gotta watch for these container guys over here. Stop somewhere here. Cannot drive with that axle, and of course no parking anywhere. Oh, we have a winner. DHL truck parked right on the shoulder. We're gonna hind. Oh man, he's leaving. Not good. I don't have a choice. I cannot drive with an axle, you know, like that. So now we're good. Tries to send me somewhere. What the heck are you doing? We're turning left on 9. once the I got the rate confirmation, I signed it, sent it back, and we agreed on a rate plus permits, because the customer was saying, you know, now we know the actual weight of the machine. And so I just added a couple of thousand pounds, so I know I am 118,000 pounds. I ordered permits for 120, just in case, you know, in case I get fuel or something. And the permits became 50% cheaper pretty much. And so yeah, so I already sent him copies of permits. I said, please issue a revised confirmation including the cost of permits. And the only permit I don't have, which is the bridge escort fee. But I sent him a screenshot of the website where it says the fees are always the same. It's $100 US if you cross before lunchtime, and it's $200 US, but in Canadian funds, if you cross after 12 o'clock. And so I said, yeah, please add this to the rate confirmation. I said, I'm just about to start driving. I won't be able to sign it and send it back, but once I stop, I'll sign it and send it back. And so yeah, so at least I think it would be probably almost $500 with everything. I think it's this one. Yeah. Now this Roosevelt turns into something, a Randolph or something, I think. Oh, here's another truck stop. Check this out. But everything is so dirty in here. You saw how much garbage there was on the ground where I was staying. And that hotel, I didn't like it one bit. There was a bunch of suspicious characters, you know, walking around, and people booking the hotel at, like, one guy says, I have to extend by 2 weeks. So I think they have some people that actually live there, because they probably get like a, you know, weekly rate, because it was pretty cheap on because I booked it from Friday before, Friday to Monday, and I think it was like $75 US. But then when I extended yesterday for one more night, because they couldn't figure out what the heck they were doing, it became $65. And there was still a fee. Of course, you know, I'm using Priceline, so Priceline still charges you a fee, maybe $10, I don't know, but it's still a pretty good deal. Except my TV was very ancient, flat screen, but the remote did not work, so you had to walk and manually change channels. Where did this come from? I think I forgot it on the... Go. Distribution International. Well, I will breathe easier when we are on US 1 or US 9, because this is... But it is industrial. You see there's trucks here. And I will breathe out even easier when I'm on 287, because I know that one, it's a nice highway. Now it's 1226. It shouldn't be too crazy. And so then I'm just doing a big loop, avoiding all the mess, you know, in New Jersey. so close to the New York City. Yeah. One. Oh yeah, it found it. It found, so one in 600 meters. 600 meters, we're turning left on one, which is also US 9. Oh, I see it. It's at the top over there. I see lots of trucks and cars. I just need to get out of this. Like today, my plan is just to get out of New Jersey and get into an area where there's less traffic, because this I-80, right from 287, I'm going on I-80 west. That I-80 can be nuts. So basically, by the time only after the Delaware Gap, once I'm in Pennsylvania, then probably another 10 miles in there, and then it slows down. But like Delaware Gap itself is crazy over there, because there's a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit, and people are just nuts, like driving like, you know, suicide bombers. And I have less than half a tank of fuel, and it was super expensive over here. Okay, so north is over there and south is this way. Okay. Oh, there's 2 lanes. Okay.
200 meters. Use any lane to turn left onto US 1 south, US 9 south.
Of course, when we have 2 lanes, we're gonna be turning from the outside lane, right, boys and girls? You know the drill. Always go wide if you can. Okay.
Use any lane to turn left onto US 1 south, US 9 south.
Oh, beautiful.
Continue on US 1 south for 6 kilometers.
6 kilometers. There's a junkyard. Would be a good new address for this dozer. And so the plan now is, as far as I understand, the customer wants to take it apart, but because it's problematic to do over here because of the pond, he wants to do it in Canada. And that's where the place where I'm going now, it's some kind of a storage facility, but he says he might change the address. Like, he just gave us that address he says that's where he used to park his truck and trailer when he had them. But he says that place is pretty big. You can turn around, you can pull off the dozer. So basically that's where that dozer goes now, you know, for all intents and purposes. But he said he's talking to 3 shops that specialize on taking apart stolen vehicles. It's a joke, I'm joking. But basically, yeah, 3 equipment shops that can take this dozer and turn it into pieces. I think he wanted to take off the tracks, the cab, and make it fit into a container. But this is still 58,000 pounds. I'm pretty sure that 1 container is not going to be enough. Alright, what's the diesel like here? Diesel 369. So 369 US per 1 gallon. And so somewhere here there's gonna be a mild adjustment to the direction, and that's what before it said 6 kilometers. It was not to actual 287. It was to this little virage, you know, little bend in the road. So it's telling me to stay left in 3 clicks. Oh yeah, this is where they separate. The 9, until now 9 and 1 were one highway. Now 9 goes this way and we stay in 1. Because yeah, actually that's what my permit said, and I had trouble finding this highway because Google Maps shows 9, you know. And then I even called my permit broker. I said, what's the deal? I don't see highway 1. It's like somewhere, you know, further to the south. And she says, yeah, it's the same as 9. Okay. Yeah, see, that's 9. Now I'm on 1. And I'm just, you know, taking it slow because there's lots of lights here. Crazy drivers, you know. I just want to get out of here. And I only had coffee in the morning. Because, oh, that's another thing, like, negative about that hotel. Like, you saw the place where I was doing a U-turn at the McDonald's, like, all these services, as they call them, you know, like, sometimes you see a sign that says no services. Means, like, no truck stops, no gas stations, no food, you know, basically. Sometimes in Western Canada, you see a sign like that. I'm guessing the idea is to tell truckers not to take that exit. Yeah, it'll say, like, no trucks, no services. And so over here, that hotel should have that sign. Well, there is a service, so to speak. There's a pretty nice restaurant, like a pizzeria, Italian inside. And so every day for the past 4 days, I was having a pizza. So pizza was like the size of the steering wheel, but it was super nice. I said, can you make like a thin crust pizza? I like thin crust with just a little bit of cheese, but give me like lots of, you know, pepperoni, salami, you know, stuff like that. And he made me a pizza. Man, it was hard to resist. And so I think I had, yeah, each night I had a pizza, I had a glass of wine. And then yesterday I'm recording that update where I'm playing my accordion And you saw that red cup in there, and so yeah, it was pretty tasty, but it was not exactly what I asked for. But the server made a mistake, but it was cool. And so yeah, I'm loving that accordion, guys, man. Like, that's why I posted that video on this channel, because you know, it's kind of like when I do photography, right? It's my hobby, but of course most of these videos are on my second channel, Russian Accordion. The link is below down here on the page, and also at the top this way, bottom right, there's a link. It says second channel, but that one gets very little views because I still have what, like less than 900 subscribers over there. So I thought more people would be interested, because this is a really, you know, unique instrument. Even though you don't like music, maybe, you know, but like the way they make them, it's this one is really so different from that green one I had before. The green one, it's kind of like, you know, to compare them, let's say you buy a 1975 Honda Civic. You know, let's say you're 18 years old, this is your first car, so your parents bought you like a junk car for $1,000, you know, no air conditioning, no electric windows, you know, and then you finish your university or school, whatever, and you get a good job, and then you go and you buy Audi or Mercedes. So that's what it feels like. This accordion, the way it sounds, like the insides, you know, the stuffing inside, so to speak, it's so premium, and then it has that beautiful, you know, my initials SD in Russian on the right here. So it's a really customized accordion made specially for me. Of course, now it might be difficult to sell, you know, but let's say I decide to sell it in some 10 years and upgrade maybe to a more expensive model, but because of those initials, you know, some people might be reluctant to buy this. Yeah, very, very narrow over here. Yeah, and of course, the big difference, probably the main difference between that green one and this one, besides the price, because this one costs like 3 times more than that one, but the number of reeds or voices, that's the huge difference, basically, how this thing sounds. Because when you push the button on the right, on the green one, simultaneously you heard 3 notes. So that one had 3 sets of reeds. Now this one here has 4. So it's 1 more note when you push the button. So yeah, it sounds much richer. The sound is different. It's very mellow, very rich sound. I love it, you know. So now I just have to practice. So it's, you know, playing bad with an instrument like this, it's a shame, you know. So I gotta practice, and I really enjoy this. I'm sorry guys, but there was no indication that lane was ending, unless I missed something. By the way, there's a rule I usually have on a freeway. I think it's helpful to follow, is never go past the third lane from the left, because something always is happening. Like, let's say you count 1, 2, 3, and you see I was in fourth lane and something happened, it disappeared or was exiting, right? And the same happens all the time. You're on a freeway, let's say you have 5 lanes. I try to stay in lane number 3, because those 2 lanes, unless you have like a huge town where those 5 lanes will be in place for like 20 miles, 30 miles, then yeah, people will start getting upset. They see a huge truck on the third lane from the left, like, what the heck are you doing? But quite often these lanes, they disappear or they exit, and so the best bet is the third lane from the left, always. And that was just a quick example where you saw I was in fourth lane, and of course people, they don't want to let you back in. That's how you go through the stop sign in New Jersey. Like, that guy didn't even stop. He had a stop sign. Roosevelt Park. Alright, this one is exiting. We don't need that one. 1.8 clicks to the 287. And I'm just gonna make it short for once, relatively. We're gonna stop recording once I am on the freeway. And so yeah, I got all the permits. PA, New Jersey, PA, New York. All I have to do now is I'm waiting for the bond. The bond guy received my request for a bond, as he says, I gotta call CBP, Customs Border Protection, for kind of like instructions how to do it, because it's a little bit of an unusual situation, right? Like the goods were refused at the port, have to get back to Canada for a repair. And maybe I get lucky and he can just revise the bond and not charge me another $420 fee US. But that would be great, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna charge me again. But when I was giving the quote to the customer, I give him a slight break on the rate per mile, and then I added the bond, the price of bond for 20, and then I said, we'll do the permits the way you want them, like the actual cost, the face cost of permits without the service fees. Because I'm gonna basically eat, as they say, I'm gonna eat the service fees. Yeah, I'm just going like this because I'm not sure how wide this is. Yeah, some of these ramps, you know, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch your rear wheels. Because you see the curb, I can see all kind of rubber traces on the curb where people go over the curb. So like this one. And then this one, you gotta watch the right side. in the back flashed his lights at me that I can go. Thank you, sir. And because this lane exits, you see lane 4. See, lane 4 exits. Always lane 3 from the left. Just write it down. Okay, so now we're just doing a huge loop west and then northwest till I hit I-80. Okay, and then I-80 west to PA. And I didn't actually check my PA route, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 80 west to 380 north, and then 81 north to Binghamton, New York. And then from Binghamton I asked him for 86 from Binghamton, yeah, 86 west to 390. And because I'm legal height, I can go on the thruway in New York, and then 390 all the way north to I-90 west, and then I'm gonna cross into Canada in at the same Peace Bridge. And yeah, so the two things I gotta do before I can cross into Canada is I gotta go online and fill out that Peace Bridge permit application, because they don't care if it's 117 and 10 pounds. As soon as you're over 117,000 gross, you gotta fill out the application and online, and you have to stop there before the bridge and wait for them to check your approval number, you know. So on the way back I'm gonna stop at the duty-free there, and then you turn your lights on and you just sit there till one of these pickup trucks show up. So that's one thing I gotta do. And then another thing, this time, because there's no custom broker, like my bond guy is acting as a customs broker, because the bond is the document, right, for border crossing. And so once he sends me the new bond or revised bond or anything, I'll just go online and I do my ACI manifest on borderconnect.com. And then once everything is in, I print out the cover sheet, like a single page from, it says ACI manifest, there's my name, license plates for the truck, for the trailer, what kind of load I have, you know, and the bond reference number, and that's it. That's all I need to enter Canada. The ACI cover sheet and the bond itself. It's also a single sheet. Wait a second, maybe I can. Do I have to stop on the US side? I forgot. No, I don't, because yeah, once I'm in Canada, I'll just email the bond company. I'll say, please cancel the bond, and I'll send them a copy of the ACI, because in Canada they actually stamp the ACI page, and that's your proof that, as they call them, the goods left USA, right? And so I'm gonna send him that, and he can cancel the bond electronically from his computer, and that's it. Then we are safe. The bond procedure was followed properly. We did not dismantle the machine, right? We're just heading back in transit through US because it was refused at the port. And also I'm pretty sure they're gonna pull me in when I'm in Canada, because I gotta tell them about the accordion. Because, you know, if it was like $1 or a couple of dollars like a mouth accordion, that's one thing, but this is an expensive concert style, concert, I would say, level, performance level accordion, so I gotta declare it. So if you guys are curious, look it up. So it's 205,000 rubles, 205,000. I think now a ruble is 75, so 75 rubles per $1 US. And so you just divide 205,000 by 75, and that's gonna tell you your US dollars, and then you multiply by 1.28, that's Canadian dollars. So almost 3 grand, I think it was. And so I really feel, you know, enthusiasm about continuing my studies, but it's been very, very slow going, right? I'm still like lesson 3. Come on, I gotta get at least to lesson 4. I got that green accordion in July. Man, I gotta pick up the speed, you know. And if you're curious about that one, yeah, just check out my other channel. I'll be posting once I learn, you know, as soon as I learn a new song or a new piece, I'll be posting on that Russian accordion channel. All right, that's it. I'm on I-287, just heading west and then north to I-80. Bye-bye, New Jersey. This DOZER is going back to Canada. Thanks for watching.